Hey guys, I'm Mike,
I'm Bob.
and this is the Board Game Rundown. And today we've got a very special guest. It is Devin Metlin with Monster Games. Devin, as always, thanks for joining us, man.
So pumped to be here. Thank you again for letting me join.
Looking forward to it. So, for those that don't know, we are going to be doing a tabletop simulator play of Guardians of the Coral Isles. This is an expansion to Devin's print and play, roll and write, battle arena game, Montoons Clash of the Coral Isles, which we did a play of last year. We'll definitely put that in the description of the video. But this is an expansion going live on Kickstarter May 6th. So today we're going to do a 3-player game for you. And when we're done, you'll know why we like it and think you should back it. So, Devin, the stage is yours, sir. Take it away.
Oh, gosh. I'm so bad at this part. Well, thank you all for being here. I'm really excited here. Am I able to present my screen now? Just so
Yes.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Show people what's going on here. So awesome. Well, Guardians of the Coral Isles, essentially, so like he had mentioned, Montoons Clash of the Coral Isles is a print-to-play, roll-and-write arena combat game. It's a lot of keywords, I know, and it's really is a lot. But essentially, you are these Montoon characters going around the Coral Isles to essentially vie for dominance of the waystones. So there's these fun little things called waystones, as you can see popped up here. The ones with the numbers on them, yeah, that's the waystone. So essentially, what it is these energized stones that came out of the earth that grant ultimate power for these factions, these Montoons. So your goal is to try and defeat all the other Montoons to get that awesome power. There's 2 ways to win. There's either a direct combat way to win, or we also designed a puzzle way to win as well, because not everyone likes combat. I love combat, but I know some people don't. So we did that as well. Now, what's cool about the expansion is, so this right here, as you could see probably, here, let me do that. This is the Montoon from just the core game. Now, the expansion actually adds these guardians that you can see on the outside. So the thematic element of the expansion is this character called Kava has spread blight, aka poison, all over the waystones, and the energy is depleting. So these guardians need to be awakened from their slumber to help these Montoons get rid of the blight. That's the whole theme of these ideas. Now, the guardians, notice how there's a thing called to awaken. Well, they are in slumber, right? So you need to awaken them in order to bond with them and use their abilities. So mechanically, how this works is every one of them has its own condition that you need to fill. So for example, we're going to go down to this one. Monoko, in order to get that bonded, you need to collect a berry and end your movement action adjacent to a rival or an active waystone. Now, at any point on your turn or another player's turn, if that would be fulfilled, you can immediately bond with that character. And what's cool about this expansion is you can bond it, aka putting it underneath your screen, your actual character sheet like this. So in the physical paper version, you'll just slide it underneath so the art is covered there. You'll lock it, and then you'll be able to use these abilities going forward. There's 3 different types of guardians. There are bonus guardians. As you can see here, they're the tiny guys, but they also allow you to gain new bonus abilities. So at any time you would gain a bonus, instead of going to the right like we do in the base game, we actually can go to the left and gain extra bonuses that way. The utility guardians give you all sorts of additional basic attacks or passive abilities or bonuses. So as you can see here, this actually gives you a poison spike basic attack. So just like you would normally place basic attacks on your main character, you can now instead put them on your guardian character for additional stuff. They also give you bonuses you can get if you get that bonus reward selected. And then finally, there is a purify action. So everything about this expansion has blight and poison, right? So poison is like the new big thing. Now, what's cool about this purify action is, let's say your character, I'm the character in the orange here, needed to walk over these poison hexes like a lot. Okay, I need to go over here. So normally I'd get 2 poison for that. Now, if I had a dice here that was placed and it was a 5 to 6, so I put a 6, Well, that essentially, the poison does not go to your character, but it reduces the dice that you have played on this purify action down by 2, or whatever the amount is. So that would actually go to 4. So that's what that action is used for. That is a brand new to this expansion. You only can use that action with the Guardians as well. So that's what makes those kind of fun. Now, finally, my favorite is the Special Guardians. Each Special Guardian, there's 4 different, will all have their own little mini games to follow. So once you bonded with them, again, do that thing, go underneath, boom, boom. Once you bond with them, you follow the minigame special ability. So read the text. It describes everything, how you need to do it. And you're going to be marking it off just like you would normally. So if you deal damage to someone, I cross this off, I gain a heart. Cross this off, I gain guard. Now at any point, if all 3 of those are filled, you can mark this, and now you can use this ability on a future turn. So that's kind of how each of these characters have their own special mini game to play as well. So that is kind of the core of what these Guardians give you. They just give you more stuff, right? We all like to have more stuff in our gameplay. And I wanted to be able to, because it's a mix and match system, the true power of this expansion is that you can have up to 3. Because I know some people in my play group really get a lot of analysis paralysis when they're playing these games. And so sometimes it's a lot to think about because there quite frankly is a lot. So some players want the full experience with all 3. That's totally great. One player could just have 1. If they just wanted this one character, totally fine. And we have, I think both of you guys are just doing 2 today, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to be playing with 3 just to show how 3 would work, but those guys are going to have 2 to show you that you can play with different characters. So that's the core of the expansion. There's also going to be 3 battle maps that get provided. So we're going to be playing on the Blightrock Pass battle map. There's going to be 2 others. And then in terms of stretch goals, we have a new bonus Guardian. We have some more bonus hexes and some new and exciting stuff, possibly a couple other maps as well. So yeah, that's about all she wrote on the expansion.
Sweet.
Awesome. Do you want to go ahead and give the basic gameplay overview, and then we can jump into it?
Sure. Yeah. So increase this dice back again here. Let's back into the guy. So the basic gameplay here is at the beginning of every round, all players have 5 dice. So the setup is just grab a character sheet, grab your Guardians, grab 5 dice. That's the setup. Okay. All of you are going to roll the 5 dice at the same time, and we're going to assign those dice to a variety of places. Anywhere with a dice slot on the map or the character sheet like this is where you can assign those dice. If there is a range of values, your dice has to be 1, 2, or 3 for this example. If it's a question mark, it can be anything. If it is a box that's empty like this, well, that means you're going to assign dice there following the minigame rules. So it'll be outlined in the rules text right there. You're going to mark just like this, place up to 3 dice here, and boom, I follow that condition. So on the action phase, I'm going to remove those 3 dice, and I'm going to physically write in the value. So I'm going to write in 2, 3, and 5. Now, just like the special attacks, all 3 of those are good. That special attack is now available to do. It's powered up. Okay? That's how you do special attacks. Basic attacks, anytime you can assign here, you can only choose 1 basic attack at a time. So even when we have Guardians, you can still only do 1 of those 3 to 4 options. Same with movement. You can only choose 1 movement action to do on your turn. Finally, there's a few things here. Each character has a passive ability, so we each will have our own passives to follow. Our health, if you cross off a golden heart at any point, that means you're going to get to cross off 1 box anywhere on this grid down here, which is part of the puzzle, which I'll go over. That matters because you can only cross off boxes next to ones that are crossed off. So these are bonus spaces that are already started out for you, right? It's like free spaces. So that golden heart, I could go right here if I wanted, which means I could now open up crossing off any of these boxes going forward. This is the waystone action. So there's the second way to win. So the first way, like I had mentioned, pure combat, reduce everyone's health to 0. Second way to win is by getting all 4 of your waystone marks. Now, in order to do this, you need to go next to the active waystone. So let's say the 2 here is the active waystone. And let's say my character is adjacent to the active waystone. Well, I can now perform the waystone action. So over here, I'm going to assign up to 2 dice right here. We're going to do a 4. And then I'm going to cross off 2 boxes per die based on that value. So I have 2 3s and 2 4s. Well, I'm going to go right here with my 3, right here with my 3. And then I could also do diagonal. So I could go a 4 here, and then I could do a 4 there. That is the successful resolving of your waystone action. These will go away. And now the fun thing is this waystone is now going to move to a different location. So you need to roll the dice and rotate it to a different location. So the 6, it goes right back over to the 6. And every time someone performs the waystone action, it'll do that. So it'll move back and forth. So be prepared, because you never know. If you know someone else is going to get that waystone first, well, it's not going to stay there. So you can kind of plan ahead. That's why speed value in this turn or in this game is very crucial. So down
and
here,
it's nice because it prevents people from turtling next to the same waystone as well.
exactly.
Right.
Yep. So the speed value here is the only dice placement that you have to do. That's mandatory. So you have to place a dice here, and that is because it's the initiative in the game. Speed value is not movement, so that's a core difference. If the player with the highest initiative, aka speed, is going first in the game. What's really interesting about the speed value is you check that at the beginning of every player's turn. It's not just at the start of the round. So we all could have 6s, but when it goes to your next turn, you could have, 3 health or whatever. So you'd actually be going first because it's tied for speed value, and then its lowest health will go first. So whoever takes more damage, they could actually end up changing up the turn order. So, and that is the essentials of how to play. You're going to get to see how we're maneuvering all of this throughout the game, but I think that's enough to get us going here.
Yep. Player board looks busy, but really the turn sequence in this is very straightforward.
And with this expansion, I am going to have reference sheets as well that will be coming out. So all of the iconography, I know, again, it's a lot. All the iconography and the keywords are all going to be in the reference sheets. So you'll just need to open the reference sheet. Boom, it'll be like a couple pages, and you'll be good to go.
Yeah, really, within a turn or two, it's very intuitive, and you'll see that very quickly here.
Yeah. Say player aids are always appreciated. Just having that icon breakdown would be handy. But yeah, like Mike was saying, just the turn flow and how everything goes, it makes sense. It's very intuitive. So
yep.
Awesome. Well, I think we can start the game then, huh?
Let's do it.
Cool. And you guys are going to focus on my screen, it looks like. So I will be playing as the community, as the people out there.
Oh, Mike, take off you're no longer the people's mic.
Yeah.
So I'm playing Japili. I'll be placing out traps and pushing people and forcing people into traps. I think, what do we got? Tala over here is going to be the bird flying around trying to get the waystone victory. And then Kahara over here is just doing shenanigans, destroying hexes, putting out decoys, trying to, get a bunch of damage out there as well with these new decoys.
Yeah, so interesting bit of trivia. The Kahara character is in the initial campaign. You guys did a community character, and this was what the community came up with. So this is that's one of the neat things about Kickstarter is being able to work with the community and develop things that give the people what they want.
Exactly. Yeah, and I knew going into that first campaign, I was like, I want to do a community character. I knew it was going to cost a little bit because art is not cheap, right? But I was like, you know what? I think this is really powerful. And it was cool. So we did throughout the campaign, we did all sorts of questions, be like, hey, comment this. What do you want to do? This. And finally they were like, okay, we want this crazy dog looking thing that is an illusionist character who does decoys. And I was like, done. Hold my beer. I got you.
Right.
So this is how I designed. So you're going to get to see the community character in person here on this stream. So
hopefully I'll do it some justice. So we'll see.
Okay, let's start round 1 here.
I'm going to give her a roll. I love all the Montoon art, but the Kahara art is especially fantastic.
Okay. And because these are simultaneous, all players are going to be kind of doing their own thing. So you don't have to worry too much about, turns taking forever because all of you are going to be doing the planning phase at the same time.
Right.
Correct.
This is pretty funny. I got 5 dice. My dude literally says assign an odd die to it to unlock it.
We gotta move our characters back to the starting spaces. Sorry to interrupt.
I was right here. You were right there.
Yeah, I was up there. Yep, there we go. You start on these white flags here.
Everybody gets to see it. You guys cheat.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this.
What is it you're gonna do?
You don't need to know.
Oh shoot, I didn't even pay attention to where the waystone was. Too far away from me, that's for sure.
It's always hard to do this because I want to like tell the people exactly what my thought process is, but like
yeah,
they know what
we'll narrate our turns when we get to them. So
yeah. It's just like my teacher habit almost just comes out. It's like okay, now I do this, do this. Okay, so I'm that. 3. Oh, and I should mention briefly about the poison mechanic. So the poison mechanic is essentially brand new in this expansion. So when you go and see these blight hexes, those are considered blight hexes. Now, if you end your movement or if you move through them, you're going to gain 1 instance of poison. Poison max out at 4, so you can never have more than 4, because otherwise it breaks the game, and it's ridiculous. But as we gain poison, we'll explain how it goes away and how you take damage.
I just couldn't roll an odd number. It's not too much to ask, apparently.
It happens sometimes. You didn't get 1 in all 5 of those?
No, 2, 2, 4, 6, 4.
Holy crap.
Wow.
So much for turn 1.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Well,
yeah, I can't unlock either one.
I mean, technically you still could if you gained a shell, because remember you can use that to increase or decrease your dice. You just have to then get a shell first to do it. So you can assign the dice to the character, knowing that later on you can increase that value.
Oh,
so there is a way to do it. It just costs more resources. Okay, I'm going to do that. And once everyone is ready, you essentially just tell the table you're ready.
I am ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and peek over at what Bob's doing. Just kidding.
Good idea.
He's gonna destroy us all.
That's the goal.
Should I flip the table right now? How funny was
that?
Yeah.
That's yeah. Earliest table flip ever. Well, we've taught the game and whoops.
Yep. Get out of here. I had someone do that to me, and it was a live stream, kind of like this, and we were playing, and I don't think they did it on purpose, but they must have been clicking up here, and they hit flip, and the thing didn't save, and it crashed.
Are you sure? Oh, shoot.
And we're like, we lost everything, and I was like, and we were streaming, so I was like, okay, everybody, technical difficulties. Yeah, it was
wow.
All right.
You ready?
You ready?
Yeah, ready. There's a quick button to switch between pen and grabbing, right?
F2?
F2, yeah.
F1 and F2, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That's like specific.
Yep, I see it up there when you hover.
Oh, really?
Yep. Yeah, hover. It'll tell you the top one's F1, and then it just goes down with that function
I see
button.
F2. I see it. Yep.
Okay, so now that we are all have our speed values, we're going to announce our speed values. So I have a speed of 1.
4.
2.
4. So the highest is going to go first. So Mike is going to go first. Let's see what Mike is going to do.
And the Funky Bunch. He's going to cheat.
Well, I am trying to activate some stuff on my very first turn here. So, or at least get one of my guardians.
It's bold move, God.
Okay, so I have up to 7 movement assigned here.
Good lord.
Remember,
only 1 die. See, I told you, cheating.
Oh shoot!
1 die, Mike.
There you
All
go.
right, there.
See where it says choose 1?
Okay. Yep. All right, we're good. That means I'm gonna try to tuck do instead of Slithe here. All right,
Well, Mike,
so
fortunately for you, You are first in turn order. So that means you're going to get both because Slive immediately just says go first in turn order, which you are first in turn order.
And resolve the waystone action, though.
Oh,
Which I'm not going to be able to resolve it.
I guess because where you are. So never mind.
Yeah, I'm too far away. I was hoping for that. I was trying, but no, it's I'm limited here. So, but I've got 5 movement to use, and my goal is to move through 2 or more whirlpool or blightwater hexes, and have a die assigned to the waystone, which I did, even though I can't use it. But it's just so I can unlock him.
Can't you move to the whirlpool and get over to this 6?
Yes, correct.
What?
You're welcome. 1, 2, 3 onto the whirlpool. It zips you over. You're standing right next to the waystone.
I forgot those teleported. 1, 2.
This is why we
3.
bring Bob along, right?
Well, now he's in range too. So.
All right, there we go. So yes,
Now you got to take a poison because he moved through that. Oh no, he flies.
Yep.
Yeah, I fly. So
Jerk.
because of flight, I ignore those status effects of Blightwater. But I do have this 2 here, so that's been resolved here. I've got this 2, and so we'll go. Oh yeah, it's got to start by those things. Duh. Yep. So this one. And this one.
Cool. Now the waystone is going to rotate. So go ahead and give this a roll.
Don't mess it up. That's not a roll. What are you doing? Oh my gosh! This is why we don't have nice things.
This is why.
Move that over there and then roll it. There we go.
There you go. Smack that R button a few times, and you messed it up.
Right over there.
Yep.
2.
So then that goes there. Okay. That's been resolved. All right. So I got a 1 and a 2. These lines are super thick. Can I make that more narrow?
Yeah. Yes.
The subtract symbol, the minus symbol on the keyboard. That works for me.
Yep. That's right. -1. So like hover over, Mike, and you'll see a little dot, and then hit the
Never mind. I see. What?
What are you doing, dude?
I don't see. I still don't see how you're doing it.
Hit the. You just gotta tap the, between the plus sign and the 0. There's that little dash. When you tap that, it reduces the size of your pencil.
Okay, there we go.
There you go.
Crushing it. We're professionals, people.
We don't use Tabletop Simulator nearly as much as he does. All right, so then that means I get one of those shells and a berry.
So remember, Mike, you did now get Scythe.
Yes.
So this is immediately going to bond with your Montoon. So you're going to put it underneath your character sheet. Press U, lock it in place. Yep. So you're going to hit the L button on TTS here, and then lock Tala. And now that you gained your shell and berry, you can either go to this side or this side based on what you desire.
Yeah. So I definitely want this. And I'll use that right away.
Yep, you have to follow normal restrictions. It's just extra box.
Yep. So go here, and then I have a shell, so I'll go for this one, and that is 2 movement. I can resolve at any time.
Correct.
I want to see if I can try to get closer. Oh yeah, so going between the whirlpools does not cost a movement, correct?
Yes, so you can't just, this again kind of makes it so people can't just go back and forth here. In order to do it, you have to move out of the whirlpool and then move back in to port.
Oh, God. Okay, that makes sense.
So with your 2 movement, I mean, you could do that. You could just go out and then move back.
Yeah, 1, 2, warp me back here.
Yep. Then you just
Because
have to
yeah,
knock
I'm
off.
trying to get those waystones.
Yeah,
Okay,
Bob,
that's my
he's
turn.
going to be a problem already. So
Yeah. I mean, target acquired.
so cross this off because you used that immediately.
Yes.
And also remember to bond with your other guardian because you fulfilled this second condition as well.
Did. Yep.
Runaway leader.
And then I believe it's Kahara next.
Yep.
Yep, we're good.
I mean, you did mention this. So technically, even though it says assign an odd die here, I could have assigned an even one, and then if I managed to increase or decrease it, it make it odd, and then it would have qualified. But if I didn't, it just would have had no effect.
It would have had no effect, but it would have turned into an unused dice.
Okay. Well, I probably should have done that, but that's fine. And then moving over the shell, I gain the stuff, or I have to land on it.
You have to land on it. You have to end
That's
your
right.
movement on it.
That's what I thought. All right, so we're going to take this die off here because my speed is on. Whoops, that's not what I want to do.
Take this die off.
Ah! All right. Now, let me go back to F1. That's what I want to get. All right, here we go. Boom, get that die off. It's my turn. I will go ahead and create 2 decoy after moving 2. So I'm going to go 1, 2.
Perfect.
Land on that guy, and that's going to get me a shell. Right?
Yep, and because these shells are limited on the map, as soon as you gain it, you're going to cross it off.
Okay.
And then gain that shell.
And I'll figure out where I want to put that at here in a second. I guess I got to do that now, don't I? I will go ahead and put that here. Whoop. Man, I had minus that. Does it change every time? I gotta change it each time. Anyways, back to F1. That was my movement. I did move 2, but now I get to create 2 decoys. After moving 2 in range of 2. So, and I'll put 1 back here. And I'll put 1. Now, they don't take the poison, right? Or they do?
Correct. They do not.
Okay. They just take the lava. If I were to put it there, it would take a damage, but then I would heal.
Like traps, lava, anything that deals damage right away. Poison doesn't technically deal damage right away. It's at the end.
It's a status effect, right? Okay.
Yep.
You know what? Oh, yeah, Mike ignored it. Dang it. All right. I really want to do some damage to Mike, but that's not going to happen. All right.
He's in a good spot over there. You know, he's
He
hiding
is.
bird.
All right, so I got 2 4s here, so I can cross those off.
Yep, so just write 4 in each of those.
Yep, and I will come in here and put a 4 in each of those. That looks totally like a 4. And then, unfortunately, this 6 becomes unused. Yep, so it's going to come over here and...
Yep, so circle the leftmost box there. So you see how the dash line, just like
Yep.
normal. Mark the left box available. And then what's cool about the unused dice is at the end of our speed announcements, let's say we all have 6, but you really need to go first and you have an unused dice. You can cross off that +1 to make it a 7. So you would immediately go first. That's why that is really important. Okay. And I believe that means you are done. You didn't get either of those. You could have had Lateo if you were a little bit further out, but
if I had a little bit more movement.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to work with Japili over here. I have a 1. I'm going to start out by removing this 4 from the special attack. I'm going to cross that off, getting a berry. I'm going to mark the berry right here. And I have to end my movement action adjacent to a rival or an active waystone. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Tala, you are 1 space away, you little dirty bird. It's always 1 space away. Or the active waystone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, unfortunately, I have to go towards you there. Bob with your little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right there. Then I'm actually going to be super mean.
Sweet.
As I can. And I'm going to force 2 in range of 2. So I'm going to take your little decoy and force it into the other decoy. They both take 1 damage and they both go away.
Wow. Rude. Rude. And that was the last time we had Devin on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty mean, but Tala's 1 space away from what I needed to do. So
that was pretty good.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and use my Jabby Jab, which is not within range. It's a range of 3, but I'm gonna use it for the traps instead. So I'm gonna place up to 2 traps in a range of 2. So traps have to be placed in line of sight. All that is a little triangle right there. I cannot place them on special terrain like this whirlpool, but I'm gonna go right here. What that means is at any point, if someone gets pushed into, moved into, if Tala flies into it, because Tala does not fly over obstacles, that's the only thing you can't fly over, you will take 2 damage and erase that trap. Okay.
Does that affect you too, or no?
It does not affect me in my movement action specifically. So if you pushed me into my own trap, it would affect me. But if I'm moving around it, I know where they are.
Gotcha. That's fair.
So now I activated my skitter because I performed my movement action and my basic attack action in that order. So I unlocked skitter. Let's bond, little buddy. And now I have a new passive ability that lets me do some fun stuff. I didn't do Minoko because I'm not next to a rival. Actually, I did end next to a rival because those decoys are technically rivals. This one, I think.
Did it say end your turn or end your movement?
End my movement, so that actually would that would work, which means I got all 3, I think. Because move over 1 or more bonus hexes and end within 3 of a waystone location, which I moved over this one and I ended within. So I got all 3 on turn 1. Let's go. And I apologize if my daughter is really loud because she is screaming her head off downstairs.
Can't hear anything.
Don't hear it.
Okay, good. It's a good microphone. That's why I have this mic here. And that is turn 1. So now we rinse repeat. We go to the second round here. We do all the fun things.
All right. Let's see if I can roll an odd number this time, eh?
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. Almost all of them.
Oh, and I erased your guys' scribbles off the table over here, you irresponsible gamers.
Okay, Mr. Big Pen. I'm just going to start calling you Big Pen over there.
Hey, don't inflate his ego.
Mike's the man of the people. Okay. And so one thing I want to note about the Blight. So notice how they're the Blight is essentially over 3 different types of terrain. So this is Blight land, this is Blight water, this is Blight jungle. So they act like the normal difficult terrain. So if it was a jungle, it'd require 2 movement to enter, but it's now just poisoned essentially. So if I wanted to go through, these 2, these are Blight water, it would require 2 movement and then another 2 movement to get through the water. Let's see. I think I'm going to try doing that. Go here. Ooh. Oh man, my adaptive doesn't work because I rolled. No, it does work. So now that I have this guardian ability, I have an extra passive ability that lets me, if 3 or more of my dice are even, I can change the value of any one of those, or one of those to any number. So it pays off. I'm going to go ahead and change this here. Okay, I definitely need to go there. Here and here. Okay. I am ready, I think.
I'm ready.
Well, aren't you guys quick?
Oh, actually, I'm going to switch one thing and then I'll be ready. Dang it. I hate when I put the dice down and then it like changes the number. It like rolls itself.
You're telling us you're cheating again, right? Is that what you're
See,
saying?
dude, like all the time.
I remember how to hit the number and it just changes it. So, you know. So I remembered how to cheat. So. It was like when people make that comment, like, well, this game allows people to cheat. If you're gaming with people that cheat, you
Just
need
don't game
new
with
gamer friends.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, we had one friend that just that moved to Washington, and she would come over and we'd play cheat all the time, like just like no shame at all. And we would catch her just like totally cheating, and she'd be like, "What? Like no?" Like brushing it off. I'm like, "We're all at the table. We just saw you do that." Like it was. She's no longer here, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. But
All right.
interesting. Okay, I have a 6 this time.
4.
5.
Okay, so right now is when, because Kahara, you have more health than me, so it wouldn't matter. But normally, if we were tied for health, you could use your unused dice right now, and we could tie for initiative, which means then we could roll off and do that.
Gotcha.
But because I have lower health, it wouldn't make sense since I'm already going to go anyways first. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to remove my speed. I'm going to do the easy thing first. I'm going to remove this dice and mark a 1 in my regrow. Then I'm going to get a berry. That berry is going to go over here on the bonus. That's going to get me an entangle on my next attack that I want. Then I'm going to do my special movement. I'm going to move 6. If ending next to a player, I can force 2. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. So because I moved through jungle as 1, that's kind of my passive ability. So I can move through jungles as not difficult terrain. So it just requires 1 to move through. Now I will take 1 poison because I moved through that Blightwater Hex. So I'm just going to mark 1 on the little poison status effect. At the end of my turn, I'll tell you what that means. I'm then now going to force Tala 2. So I'm going to force Tala 1 into the boulders here. So that's 1 damage. And then 1 into the poison. So you have 1 damage and 1 poison marked down.
I knew I should have went with the higher speed.
Actually, oh man. This feels really bad to do, but I actually can't put you into the poison. So remove that poison and just take another damage for hitting the rock. I realize I have to. I put an attack here, and if you moved there, I wouldn't be able to attack you. So that would seem pretty stupid. Okay, so now, because you're next to me, I'm going to go ahead and use my entrapment basic attack. So that's going to deal 3 damage, except I'm going to cross this off, adding an additional 1 damage, making it 4. Then I'm going to cross this off, giving it entangle on top of that. So your next movement action is reduced by 1 on the next turn. So that's 4 damage total. I'm a bruiser. And then I'm going to place 3 traps, ignoring line of sight, in range of 4. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go right there. We're going to go right here. Go right here. And then let's do right there. Finally, okay, I promise I'm almost done.
Wait,
done.
3 traps or 4 traps?
Did I do 4?
You did.
Okay, it's 3. Get rid of this one. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to force 1. So now I guess I can push you into this. I don't know what you're going to do. I could put you into the trap, taking more damage. I could put you into here, taking poison damage, but it requires you... Yes, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm gonna do. So you're only gonna take the poison damage, and that is because you were next to the waystone. I can now mark on my brute stones because I dealt damage to you. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark off probably. Let's see. I can move one if I want. That seems pretty bad. I'm just gonna do this for the sake of time, getting a shell, and I'm gonna mark that shell here, and I'm gonna cross that one off, marking that, and then that'll be the end of my turn, which triggers the poison. So how poison works is at the end of my turn, I'm gonna erase this poison, take that much damage, and reduce it by 1. So I no longer have poison, but I do take 1 damage to end my turn, and now it passes over to you.
Me. All right.
And you damaged me enough that I crossed off a golden heart, which gave me a free cross on my waystone.
Great.
He's helping
Here. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
like I said, Tala wins pretty quickly. So
I'll remove my speed. So I did place an odd die here. I'll have to end my movement, Jason. Okay, so now we're good. So I have a movement 3, but this space up here is water. So I will go to this and cross this off.
Yep.
Make that a 4. And then I'll just go ahead and move 4 to go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to get me 1 poison.
A lot of goodies, though.
Yeah, 1 poison. 1 of these bad boys. And 1 of these bad boys.
I'll mark that off for you.
Thank you. And then I get to put my decoys out. So let's get this guy up here. Let's put this guy out here. And then I will move this 5 off of here and put a 5 in here. Yep, I can slide this guy over here, right? So boom. And then you said U.
Yep.
And then L. Excellent.
U and then L. And then you also got this
Yep.
guy.
I also did this guy. So boom. U. L.
There we go.
Awesome. And then I can move this guy over here. Put a 4 in that box. And
Now
I
that
can
berry,
mark.
You could mark over
Yep,
here.
I can mark this guy.
And go. More
That's
options.
good. More options. Options are good. All right, that was a much better turn than the first turn.
And at the end of your turn, you take the poison damage and reduce it to 0.
Yep. I will take 1 here. And
now on to the birdie.
Okay. I slightly changed what I'm going to do, but it worked out very well. So I have...
Did it?
It did, yeah. So I have 6 in movement, and I can fly through other characters. So what I'll do is go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I have to land on this to get the hearts.
So yeah, so you can't move through the whirlpool without portaling. So if you want to do that, you have to go around the outside.
well, he could go 1 into the portal, 2, 3 back into the portal, 4, 5 back to the hearts.
Yep, that's what we're gonna do. So we'll end up there, and that will give me 2 heals real quick, which I need pretty bad. Can you get the golden crosses more, or the golden hearts more than once?
Yep.
Like, okay. I
Yes,
thought
you
so.
can abuse it.
Yeah, so as soon as somebody hits me again, I'll get another one. That's what I wanted. All right, so I got my heal, and I did my movement. I did, guarding isn't going to matter because you already clobbered me, and I'm last. So that's going to go.
Matter. So you're going to mark the guard because it's
that's
part
right.
of your next turn. So
That's
you
right.
Go second or whatever.
Keep forgetting that. So I do have a guard for.
Guard.
Okay. Yeah, we're guards.
We're guards.
All right. So now, using this 4, and that gives me this.
Oh, jeez. I'm about to get.
I'm going to use that right away because there's somebody next to me.
Oh, I wonder who that is.
Yeah, that is you. That green character
Great.
there that was smacking me around. I'm going to deal 3 damage to him. And because that was a 4, that allows me to do another cross. So I'll put that cross here. Now I'll resolve
Nope.
my...
Nope.
Wait, what?
1, 2, 4. If the numbers are 1, 2, 3,
Yep.
or if the numbers are 4, 5, 6. So you did not follow either. You didn't get either of those conditions.
The num...
So he does 3 damage.
Oh.
If
I thought it was the last
one.
die that I put there.
Nope. Your numbers
Okay.
have to be that 1, 2, 3.
I see. All right, so no cross. All right, I got you.
Well, do you have one of those shells that give you a +1 or a -1? Yeah, then you could make that 4 or 3.
So yes. So here's what you do. So we're not going
Yeah,
to use it
I-
yet. We're going to use our waste
Yeah.
action first, and then you can get there
I see what you mean.
because you can use this, which then prompts your guardian, and then you can cross off that shell, getting that shell immediately, using the shell to change that to a 3. So that's the
Yeah,
sequence.
there you go. Yeah.
Combo
Gotcha.
breaker.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, Mike, what would you do without me?
I'm terrible at drawing with my mouse.
It's
Okay.
Yeah, so let's
It
do
is.
Westone action first, and then we'll resolve it after that.
The what?
Let's do the waystone action first, because that has to
Yeah.
go first before we can do anything.
Yep. Okay, so crossing off this 4 here. And then this 4 here. Then these 2 2s.
Oh boy. Okay.
And then he gets to mark off. Oh no, because it's just still 1 action. Never mind. Even though you put 2 dice, it's still 1 action.
So he gets 1 cross per die, so he actually gets another box here as well.
Oh, per die assigned. Okay, yeah. So go ahead and get yourself another bonus there, Mike.
Yeah, we already did the 1
Yeah.
shell, so just cross that.
And I can-
use that.
And I would get
Nope, that's
one.
it. Nope, you're done. You assigned 2 dice. You got 2 bonuses. You took the little shell and you took the cherry.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got you. Okay.
But now you need to mark a cherry off somewhere.
Yep.
As
There
you
you
do
go.
that, the waystone is going to move. I think it's on the 2, right? Back to the... Oh my god. I never roll 6s, and now,
Rigged.
of course, I'm rolling nothing but 6s. TTS rig. Okay, so now you essentially will resolve that Sonic Blast last, because now it's correct in how we did it. So you're going to get to push 2 and then stun me, essentially. So you're pushing me twice into this boulder, so I take an additional 2 damage, and I am stunned.
If he pushes you into that whirlpool, does it teleport you?
Push is a straight line
Okay.
directly away from me. Force is the one that moves.
Force. Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's a bummer. That'd been funny to push into your own trap.
So I take another. Yeah, people do it all the time. That's a hilarious thing to do. I'm going to get a golden heart there. I'm going to mark that golden heart right there. And then I am also stunned, which sucks. Okay. I think is that everything?
I think it's
That's
everything.
it.
Okay, let's go to round 3. And for context for the people watching, this game averages rounds 5 to 7 almost every single game. So 7 is usually the longer ones where people are just doing more fun things and less combat. But usually it's around 5 to 7. Okay. Ooh, that's a thing that I didn't want to see.
When you have one of those +2 minus or +3 -2s, does it have to be exact? Like exactly +3? Up to? Okay, I figured. Just checking. Making sure I'm not breaking anything here.
Pretty much everything in this game is up to, except for, like blitz.
I figured,
like the
yeah.
core keywords.
Oh, I gotta see where the waystone went. I didn't even look.
Yeah, get him away from the waystone. We gotta like.
No, nothing to see here. Don't worry about where I am or the waystone.
Well, I can ask, what's your health? Because that's kind of.
Yes, my health is 10.
Oh come on! Are you kidding? Wait, no. Okay, that's actually good. That's actually good for me. Your health is 10. I was like, oh my god, Tala usually goes first, but since you bopped me a little bit more than you thought, I might actually be able to go first. Unless Bob comes over and just murders me first. Now his decoys are hiding away over there.
Well, we're gonna try some shenanigans.
Let's see, waystone. Oh, we have waystones all the way. Four. I don't like that. Oh, it's there. Stun, man. Brutal. Yeah. Man. Okay, I think I'm ready. That's what I'm gonna have to do.
This one's a little more tricky for me. Okay.
Come on, Mike.
Oh, I didn't realize you were done. Okay. Yeah, I'm done.
All right.
Okay, speed.
6.
6.
2.
Oh, I have 9 health.
It's all you.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh wait, unless I wanted to spend my +1, right? And then
Correct.
I could technically go 7.
Yes. Would you
But-
like to do that?
No, it's okay.
Okay. I didn't think you would this
Yeah.
early in the game. Since
Yeah.
you're not hurting really that much. Okay, my stun is gone now. That was brutal. I'm gonna start by marking off this 5 here. That 5 is gonna get me a shell. That shell is gonna go here. I'm gonna immediately cross that off to erase my golden heart. I'm at 10. Now I'm gonna use my Guardian's Poison Spike ability. So I'm gonna deal 3 damage to your face, birdie. Then I'm gonna move exactly 3 hexes, ending my move within 2 of a rival. So I think I have to go. You're just in the corner, Bob. I can't even touch you, dude. You're gonna win just because you're hiding away.
Not on purpose.
So right there, right there. That's gonna give me 2 poison, but it's also gonna give me 2 shells. So my 2 shells, my first shell is gonna go right here. My second shell is gonna go right here. And then because it's 3 to 4, I'm gonna inflict poison 2. Mike, would you like to take poison 2 for me?
I
wait,
guess.
sorry, I'm gonna cross this off, making it 3. Would you like to
Oof.
take poison 3 for me?
I mean, not really, but
That's like 6 damage over time.
Over time, yeah. I did take 2 poison myself, so there is that. And then that's gonna be the last thing I need to do is cross off this on my ultimate for my 5, and that's gonna get me another shell. Which, look, Ooh, I'm gonna cross that off, getting my first waystone bonus, because that's what Curion does. I think you can see where this is going. That is my turn. At the end of my turn, I will take 2 damage. Boom, boom. That goes down to 1. And I take... Oh, I already took the damage. And I get a golden heart. That golden heart is going to go right there. And I dealt damage to you next to a waystone. So I'm going to go ahead and cross this one off, gaining my final heart.
What damage? How much damage?
You took, what was it? It was 3 damage total, and then the
3 poison.
3 poison. Yep.
Okay, I had 1 guard, so it's 2 damage.
2 damage. Yep.
Does that guard go away, or is it still on there till his turn?
Until the start of his turn, it goes away.
All right, so he has that constant 1 defense.
Yep, got it. Okay, so 2 damage.
Asking for a friend.
Crossing off
Which is why
another.
it didn't matter that he had the guard last turn. Because it doesn't. Okay.
Crossing
and
off
that is my
another
turn.
golden heart.
All right, is that to me then?
That is you.
Yes.
Let's see,
All right,
should I
Winston
have-
Charles, I just pet you. We're fine.
Sweet. That golden heart just gave me my first waystone.
Oh boy.
And it would be
Yeah,
your last. Oh, wait, what? Winston, stop. What is your health at, Mike? 8? That's interesting.
8.
Oh,
Just asking for a friend.
You know, all these life questions. Okay, so I think first thing I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and move the special thing off of here, right, which is one of my little doohickeys. And so I can mark off that first one, right? That's what it has to be. So switch this over. Boom, boom. That gets me a waystone thingy, which I will take here.
Yep.
Okay. Back to this. That can come. I'm off of there and just do a 6er. And that will be helpful there. Now, before moving, I have moved at a 6 here. Before moving, I may switch places with a decoy I control. Now, I can also move my decoys with my movement, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, but it has to do before I move is when I do my decoy thing, which is fine.
Yep.
Now, my question is, if I destroy a space with a person on it, do they die?
You cannot destroy spaces with people on it. It has to be, what are they? Yeah, an adjacent or unoccupied. That's the word I was looking for. Unoccupied.
Okay. So it's destroy a hex, an unoccupied hex adjacent to a decoy I control.
Yep.
Okay. But I could blow up waystones though, right?
Nope. You cannot blow up the waystone's the only thing in the game that can never be touched, basically, because the game would break, right? But you can blow up anything else besides the waystone and a hex that
And an occupied space.
Yep.
Okay. So then I think I will first things first. Man, I gotta look at my line of sight here. Because you guys are stuck behind stuff and I just can't see
We
it.
are.
I will go ahead and switch spaces with this dude.
Nice.
Okay.
Come at me, bro.
Come at me, bro. And this trap's gonna do how much damage? 2?
Damage.
2 damage?
So not that much.
Not that much. 1, 2, 3. So I'll go ahead and take that 2 damage. Boop. Boop. And 1. Don't you bark at me. All right. That was what I say, 1, 2, 3. So I have 3 movements left.
Yep.
I want to go 1, 2, 3.
This character will actually die if they go there because the trap.
Oh, the trap. I got you. Well, then, and the lava is 1 damage,
2 damage.
2 damage from the lava.
Yeah, but these guys only take 1 damage and die. So any instance of damage that will go away.
If they take 2, do I heal 2?
No, you just take the 1 damage for dying.
Dude, unnecessary. Okay. Well, that's a little shit. Stop it. You're being ridiculous, bro. 1. Well, you know what? Let's clean up some of these traps. Let's just go ahead and no, I'll do that. 1, 2, 3. Let's get it back out here. All right, but you are now within range 2, which is what I really needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I will deal 3, and I'll go ahead and spend this to deal 4 damage to you.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Okay, and then I get to roll 2 dice.
Yep.
And then choke my dog because he doesn't want to stop barking.
You need to roll 7.
I need to roll 7. I have the greatest statistical odds. Take me to the casino. Let's go. Oh, so close.
So close.
You're ridiculous. You're not being good luck right now. All right.
Make it a 7 if you wanted to.
Oh, that's right. I could. Do I really want to blow that hex up? I mean, it's tempting, but
You could really screw me over if you do. But Tala's probably gonna win if you do that. So
what? Screw up what? Blow up what? Oh, this little heart hex here.
no, it's really this one. Because if you blow that one up, I have to now go all the way around.
Right, but it's adjacent to a decoy.
Oh, I forgot the decoy part. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would save it probably then. It's not
Yeah.
worth it right now.
Yeah. So, what? All right.
Hey, you still did the damage though.
I did deal some damage.
Hey, Tala. Let's see your waystone.
Yeah, I kind of screwed up though. I should have swapped my speed and basic movement because based on how I have it set up, I can't even get to the teleport. So I goofed that up.
Oh yeah.
So instead
You don't have
of
any way to get a bonus anywhere?
No, I do, but instead of being able to, it's not as good. So we're all right. So, all right. So I am gonna have to use it to my +3 -2 to make my movement a
4.
It can only be a 3.
What was that?
You can only take it up to a 3.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So that's gonna be a 3 then.
Because that's exactly
So that I can go 1, 2, boom.
Yep.
And then that does give me 2 heals, which is handy because that uncovers that gold heart again.
Oh, jeez.
Yep. But unfortunately, it kind of bones my waystone action here because I've got 3 that I'm going to use. That's going to give me this. Whoops, wrong one, sorry. And this. Wait, no, sorry. We're going to do that differently. Not that one.
Keep in mind, now that you have the first waystone, you can mark boxes anywhere. You don't have to follow restrictions. You still have to follow the value restrictions, but just not the adjacency restrictions.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, wait. You only have the first one? Oh, never mind.
Yes.
Never mind. I thought you had 2 of them.
Not yet.
2 of them.
But yeah, unfortunately, since I already used my bonus, I was going to make this a 5, and then I would have my second one, but that's not going to happen. So that's okay. But I will put that 2 here, and then the other 2 we'll put here.
You get 3 2s. That's what this one is. You get an additional box per. There you go.
And then I get this over here.
And while you do that, the waystone will move.
Yeah, I think I'm more. Well.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Dude,
Yeah, let's.
Somewhere not 1 and 6, please. Bob, I'm gonna have you roll the dice next time because I'm rolling 1s and 6s.
okay.
This one here I have to resolve immediately.
Yes.
This.
Move to. You can
Okay.
move to that little triangle space.
Oh, neat.
You definitely could.
Where'd that waystone move for no particular reason?
Nowhere.
Up there. Okay, so I'll go 1, 2, jump back on it, and end up here.
This is why Tala dies first, people. This is why Tala dies first.
I said I wanted to try this, and I'm going for it. So
You're doing it.
And so now that he's on that whirlpool, I can't move through it, can I?
Correct. Yeah. Yeah, he's making this tough on us here.
okay, and then I have a 1 down here to put in for whirlwind. That's my turn.
Well, and didn't you have 2 dice on here?
He marked them both. He had the
Yeah,
3.
I
and
did.
the 2.
I just didn't move the die. Yep.
Oh,
there we
but you
go.
get another.
Let's say over here.
Yeah, one of those.
Hmm?
Because you had 2 dice assigned to your waystone action, so your guardian,
Oh,
you get
each
to cross
one.
another one.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So
So,
you could actually get an ability right now.
yep. Bam. And I
Gives you
can
a
jump.
shell.
You technically don't have to pick that one.
Correct. Yeah, it can be anything.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, the only one that was specific was the Monoko Guardian.
Ooh, jump 4. Okay. All right. So then in that event, we're going to take this one and use it immediately to jump 4
Okay.
and go 1, 2,
Nope,
3.
nope.
Jumps in a
No.
straight line.
Straight line is jump.
Okay.
So yeah, I wouldn't be taking that.
Otherwise,
But you could take it, just don't
Sorry.
use it.
sorry, what's that terrain there again?
Water or
Light.
poison.
Water or the poison X's like these.
Water. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, I'm good.
All right. Well, erase that X out of
Yeah.
there.
Okay, next
And then
round.
take your 3 poison, get rid of your shield, and drop your poison down to 2.
Yeah. Which gives him that second golden heart. Yeah, if we don't kill him in like 2 turns, he's gonna win.
I'm crying.
I know, he's just like, getting bounced back in the whirlpool is like really.
And I lost 1 health. Yeah, because of
3.
the poison.
You had
1,
3.
2. That's right. It goes down by 1, but you lose the number of the poison.
Yes.
Correct. That's why that's
Gotcha.
basically 6 damage over time.
Yep. Okay.
Call that DOT.
So then I'll cross off this 5 here, which will be my second waystone. And I do get a heart out of that. Okay, that's it for me.
Okay, time to blast.
What?
Man, there's no jungles anywhere near you. That's the crappy part. I need jungles. Oh gosh, and my passive is not going to work either. Dang.
Okay. Now, where did that waystone move? No, I mean,
You don't need to know, okay? You really don't. Okay, I'm gonna use a shell here to turn this into a 6. Ooh, baby.
oh, I didn't take my shell.
Man, he's just like stuck in there between a bunch of poison traps and
I
freaking mountains.
I
Just
know.
bouncing between stuff. Oh yeah, I didn't take my shells, so I gotta make sure I do that there.
At least the good thing with your negative zone, Bob, is you can jump 4. So you'll be able to like get into the over top of some things.
Wait, what's that?
The negative zone special attack you have, that bottom one. I think that's the one that lets you jump 4 at the end of it.
Oh, yeah, but I still need 3 dice down there.
Oh, I thought that was the one you marked.
No.
Okay, so, well, I might be doing something pretty awesome here. Unless he soils my plants. Oh, gosh. Yeah, okay. Do that, and then Yep. Okay. Cool. We're gonna see. I'm ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
Shit.
Oh shoot! Whoops. Yeah. Okay, now I'm ready. I'm like, let me just ignore speed value.
Definitely can't do
That's
that.
why I got to do so much stuff.
Cheater.
Nobody has any guard values right now, right? Asking for a friend?
Nope.
Apparently, no. So is anybody in danger of dying over here? My dice are assigned, so I'm only looking at your health, not your dice.
I have a
Man,
5
Bob still has
health.
14 health.
Yeah, because
Oh,
he's
wow.
over there in the corner.
That's me in the corner.
And there's no jungles over there, so I couldn't have even like moved over there. He's just been
Wow.
chilling.
So if it says to place a dude, I can just pick a guy up and move him somewhere else, basically, right? He's already on the
Nope.
board.
Nope, if he's on the board, you have to either destroy them, move them into something to heal, and then you can place them out.
Oops, that was a one. Okay.
So that's why part of that character strategy is killing them on purpose to heal, to then make it so they can move towards the center of the map. That's
Yep.
what you're like, that's kind of the cycle of that character.
All right. I guess I'm ready.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay, Mike, what do you got?
5.
Nice. 6.
Shit.
Ooh.
Going last on a 4.
Okay. Tala, I love you, but you're gonna go bye-bye.
So,
I mean, maybe. What are you at? Are you at 8 or 9?
I am at 8
Okay, I think.
with
Oh.
no guard.
Okay, I think I can do it. Okay, yep. So we're gonna go 3
No.
here on Nature's Wrath, and then Japili decided he wanted to do some roots of havoc, maybe, something like that. So we're gonna cross off this. That gets me a 6 and a 1, but that gets me a heart. That heart is going to heal me up because I still have to fight someone else.
Who? What?
What? But my ultimate is now ready to go. I'm going to, let's see.
No.
Heal. Oh, I think
No.
I think I could do it. Yep. Okay, so I need to do this sequencing in this order. So I need to poison spike first. So I'm going to deal 3 damage to Kahara.
Ooh,
Finally,
sweet.
take some damage. Jeez.
Yeah, I like the odd health. Finally, thank you.
And then I move exactly 3 hexes, ending my move within 2 of a rival. So I have to go 1, 2, 3. I do take another poison damage for that, which, oof. Poison's a little brutal. But if my dice is 1 to 2, I get to cross off 1 following restrictions. Hey, look at that. That gets me my first waystone, which unlocks my ultimate. That's fun. And then I'm gonna blast you to Kingdom Come. So I'm gonna use my ultimate. Roots of Havoc is gonna deal 6 damage to all players in my AoE. So that's 6 damage to your face. You're also entangled. I get my second waystone because I dealt damage to you with this ability. And then finally, because I dealt damage to you next to a waystone location, I'm going to use my Minoko. I'm going to get this poison. I'm going to use that poison, so adding a poison to that. I think you're at poison 3 now. Something like that.
I have.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, you already gave me how much?
6 damage.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm not going to add that poison then, because I'm going to save that for someone else in this game. But now that all 3 of these are filled in, my Brute Stones is ready to go. I'm going to use my Brute Stones, which I've never used before, so this is exciting. I'm going to destroy up to 3 obstacles in any direction, ignoring line of sight. And then I'm going to deal 3 damage per obstacle, destroy this way to 2 targets. So I'm going to hit you, obviously. I'm going to destroy this right here. That's destroyed. And then I'm going to destroy... You only need 3 more damage, right, to die?
2 more.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so that's all I needed then, right? It's just that 1 rock. Because I hit you for the 3 there. Or do I need another one? 6, 7, 8. That should be 9. And I could destroy another one, I guess, and then just like make it a for sure. So we'll destroy this one as well, adding another 3 damage to that.
Oh,
Crunch.
I am dead.
Yeah, you super deaded. You got birded.
Dang.
Okay. Hey, I had to waste a lot of like brain power on that one thing. And now Kahara's over here with 16 life, and I'm at like...
No, I'm at 11 now.
You're at 11 now? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's the end of my turn. I am going to take 2 poison damage. Oof. Which gets me a golden heart. And that goes down to 1. Oh my gosh.
You're at 4?
I'm only at 4, dude. It's not looking great. I had to kill Tala, though. I just had to do it. Okay, that's it. That's me.
Yeah, okay. Sweet.
Do you just end it here?
Yeah, I think I
Yeah,
can.
I think you do.
So we will switch to this. There goes this die. Before moving, I can move, but I don't want to. So I'm just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
All right, and that is going, and I'll have 1 left, which I will move this dude into here. So that's going to basically end up healing me 3.
That just heals you 1 for.
Oh, well, yeah, but I landed on 2 hearts too.
Then yes, you got 3 health.
1, 2, 3.
Dang.
All right, so that worked out pretty good.
That's pretty good.
All right, and that gets rid of this die. And then I will go ahead and deal this, which is... Oh, I got to spend...
Say, yeah, you got to spend that.
Yep, I have it. I just got to mark it off. Make that 3 of 5 to deal 4 damage.
And 4 damage. I'm not dead yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have a golden heart, which is going to go right there. That's going to get me 2 more hearts.
Wow.
Let
Okay.
do.
Oh,
I'm
Not
scratching,
quite, Ned.
I'm scratching back in.
But that's okay because I'll pull
Just
this
a flesh
one off
wound.
of here and marker 1. Oops,
Oh,
marker
you're gonna
1
get the thing.
here.
Yes.
And that's going to heal me another one. I
That's
healed.
not going to work, my friend.
What?
This dice has to be equal. That's not a 5.
Oh, son of a gun! It's equal, not. Pay attention.
Got any modifiers? No.
I used them.
So that essentially just turns into an unused dice. Well, because you have this one. But
Yeah, I have this one. Haha, 3. I can only make it
Get
a
a
4.
Oh, wait, right here.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I do that. Totally. That was on purpose. I will move this off of there to mark this off and get me another one of these.
This is why I love
And
this game.
Yeah.
Like,
There's that. There's that. Change that 1 into a 5, as I
There it
totally
is.
intentionally did from the beginning. Healing my health again intentionally. Circling this.
doing the
Marking
thing.
that off.
in the game.
Place a decoy that I killed off. That was on purpose.
Yep.
And then, yeah, put that within 2 so that I can go like here. And boop.
There we go. Technically, this is your decoy. There we go.
Oh,
Now, you get
Yep.
the thing. Roll the dice.
deal damage equal to dice plus 2 rolled. So, yeah, pick this up.
And no matter what, I die, but you got to roll a 6 or something.
How's that funky?
What is happening? Way to go, TTS. Way to go. And then
Wow.
You asked, you shall receive.
that is death. You
Yeah.
got me on that. I figured I would. I mean, Tala was just gonna win otherwise.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna kill him, but then you did it for me. I was like, well, I guess I'd kill you then.
Hey, there we go.
Wow.
So that is Montoon's Classic Coral Isles with the
Nice.
Guardians expansion. So
That was really close. Just like last
was.
time, it
Yeah.
was. I believe
Like,
I
everybody's
died,
turned away
and
from
then
winning.
I believe Andrew won on the very next turn,
yeah,
and then this time I died, and then the game ended on the same round. It's always so close.
Mhm.
yeah, and like Kahara would have more damage, but you were just off in the distance. So we were kind of fighting off. And I
Mhm.
mean, in a 3-player game, that a lot of the times with these kind of maps, this is a map that's very much centered around like, you know, you don't want to go to the center, right? So it's gonna be more like that on the outside. But with people like Kaharo who can just switch back and forth,
Yeah.
it's really strategic to do that. So you did exactly the way I would have done it. Is just hover around and then switch and then go back again and switch.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was awesome. Good game, guys.
Yeah, it was fun.
But
I was probably one turn away from getting the 4 waystones. But yeah, I just really like how different the characters feel. This was a very different. All of our play styles were very, very different.
Very
asymmetric.
yeah, and it's cool because, like I said, like Lateo, for example, he didn't go in for the big kill with it, but
I was
just
gonna try,
that
but
last
yeah, I
bonus
should have started
is
sooner.
what helped, right? But you did use that haze ability, which I don't see very often.
Yeah.
If you went first, it would have been better because then I
Right.
would have rotated my dice. But yeah, I mean, Minoko got me that big one, which killed Tala, which I've never done that before.
Yep.
You know, so that's exciting. But yeah, obviously I'm excited and I love this game because I designed it, but it's also like you can see the depth of the game. Like even unbiased, there's just so much material, especially for the price point that I'm putting this at. It's kind of ridiculous. So the campaign itself is for the expansion at $6, but for the expansion plus the entire base game is only $25 for everything. So that's kind of crazy if you think about what we just played. And it's a whole skirmish game, you know. So, and you can play it at the campsite, which is why I designed it in the first place. To play it in my tent.
And I like that.
Right.
There's all this depth and there's a lot going on, but it's relatively simple to play on your turn. And we just played the whole game in about an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously, like TTS takes longer too, like we were talking and stuff. So, I mean, 45 to 60 minutes is basically it. And then obviously teach time depends on who you're playing with too, you know. But I mean, even we had the teach rep before this, and you guys caught on really fast once we like got going.
Yeah. Yeah, it all kind of comes back.
But yeah, well, thank you guys for playing. Thank you for letting me showcase the game to everyone out there.
Heck yeah.
Absolutely. Of course, May 6th is when this campaign will be live. And we definitely enjoy it. If you like combat games or roll and write games with combos, this has all of that. So
Right.
I'm a fan of all that. So big fan of this game. Definitely appreciate you coming on, Devin, and showing us Montoons again. You know I got to flip the table, right?
Please do. Please do. I'm so mad right now.
Nice.
That's the best way to end TTS. Just you have to flip the table.
You really
For
do.
sure.
But there you go. That is it. That is Montoons Guardians of the Coral Isles, an expansion for Montoons Clash of the Coral Isles. We're big fans. You should check it out. Anything else, guys?
Can I say an announcement that no one knows?
Absolutely.
Ooh, for sure.
Well, I mean, if you've seen the Kickstarter video, you know. But so, and for the future, basically, this is a universe, right? Obviously, that's why it's Montoons XYZ. Well, I'm currently working on the 2-player the team mode. Will be the next thing after this, and then I'm working on a cooperative boss battler. So it'll be a cooperative boss battler that we're working on, and then there will be a campaign as well in the long term of the game. So
Nice.
I'll have a bunch of maps where it's just campaign based, and
Mhm.
you know, think like title blades or things like that.
Right.
You should be able to flip the page and print it out. Cool. Go to the next scenario. And that is going to be cool because I'm going to continue to bring out new campaign scenarios because it's print and play, right? So, hey, print out this new scene. Here's the rules for this scenario. Go ahead and play it. So that'll be like, you know, every quarter as well. So
Nice. So that boss battle, is that going to be like a 1v mini?
no, it's just going to be all for one or all together fighting the big boss.
Gotcha.
So essentially, it's kind of like Primal, where it's like, hey, the big boss is going to be moving around doing some stuff. Right now, the first boss that I have is going to be kind of blight infused, and it's going to be tossing out these blight minions that are running around you and like just dealing damage to you. So you have to go over here to heal the blight, but then you also have to kill the dude. So you have to heal all the blight hexes and kill the dude to win the game. So obviously it's cooperative, so it's a little tougher than, you know, normal, but I'm trying to balance it out right now. It's just early stages
Sure.
for that, but lots of exciting things in the future for this.
Sweet.
So
I love the art and
forward
stuff
to
in this world too. So look forward to whatever you guys got coming out for it. So
Yeah, it's all really, really good looking. I enjoy putting the thumbnails together every time I see you got new Montoons to play
lots
with.
of great
So
art. Yeah.
definitely.
I definitely wanted like fantastic art for this. Like everyone's like, oh, it's just a print and play game. Why are you spending so much on art? I'm like, because art is valuable. Like it's the gameplay. I know the game is good. I need the art to match how good the game is, right? And so I wanted to double down on that. And also, this universe has been something I've wanted to design since I was a kid. So it's actually happening. And so I'm like, let's lean into this art. Let's lean into the world and, you know, have a big story. I'd love to have it like a lore writer, just put this whole thing together for me. You know, I don't have that. Right. So, but yeah, awesome. Thanks guys.
awesome.
Thank you, Devin. It's been a blast. So that's going to do it for our play for the board game rundown. I was Mike.
Bob.
Devin.
We'll see you next time.
We'll see you guys.
Good
next
job,
time.
Stonemeyer. A 7.3 repeating. Heating.